Hey folks, Fox here. So we have a special treat. We've got Space Marine versus Eldar, and it's a broken arrow. So we've got a 1 foot deployment in the top right and bottom left for the Marines. Only 1 foot, and then of course in the top left and bottom right for me, the Eldar, we've got a 1 foot deployment. And you'd roll off for each unit that would actually deploy in those areas, and then 5 objectives spread throughout. The jewel of the game, of course, is this pewter Thunderhawk that has Master of the Forge, a Tech Marine, and 2 servitors inside. We've got 2 Venerable Dreadnoughts in drop pods and 2 squads of Tactical Marines in the drop pods there. There's also 5 jet bikes on the Space Marine bikes on the table too. Now for me, I had my Crimson Hunter, my Scorpion 2, 2 squads of Dire Avengers, each in a Wave Serpent, and a squad of Fire Dragons in a Wave Serpent. I also had my 5 jet bikes and a Farseer and Warlock with 6 Swooping Hawks. Now, turn 1, we had 2 Venerable Dreadnoughts drop in and fire on my Wave Serpents, causing a little bit of damage, and then the Space Marine bikes turbo boosting up along the top edge there, leaving my Swooping Hawks and the Dire Avengers in the bottom left with really nothing to do on my turn except just move up. Now, I tried to get my jet bikes and Farseer into close combat with the Dreadnought. Didn't cause much damage. Witchblades suck. My Fire Dragons could not kill that Venerable Dreadnought either, unfortunately. So, payback was the Venerable Dreadnought and the bikes jumped in and managed to immobilize and bring my Wave Serpent down to 1. The Space Marines that dropped in here fired and killed off the Fire Dragons. Now, I did manage to take out that Venerable Dreadnought with a shot from the Wave Serpent in the bottom left. I also used the Scorpion to finish off the drop pod and a few of the Marines. The Swooping Hawks tried to take out some of the Space Marines, but didn't really cause any wounds, or any significant wounds for that matter. This Wave Serpent did manage to kill off one of the drop pods too, so I was really lucky with these guys. My Crimson Hunter didn't quite come in yet, but that's okay. The Thunderhawks, oh, here it is. Yes, the Thunderhawk came in and opened up on my Scorpion, and it did manage to take 4 hull points off of it, so that started to get me really worried there, because it only has 9. The Assault went on to the Wave Serpent here, didn't cause any damage to it, thankfully. The Assault continued here, but I did manage to kill off the Venerable Dreadnought there. The bikes bypassed the Wave Serpent, leaving it alive, and did assault my Farseer. I did lose my Warlock, though. My Crimson Hunter came in and started to shoot at the Thunderhawk, and I just diverted everything I could at the Thunderhawk while I had a chance. I did finish off those Marines down there, which was kind of nice, but there was still one left, so I wasn't sure what to do next with him. Farseer managed to terrify the Space Marines off the table, those Space Marine bikes. That was a lucky happening, that's for sure. Now, the Thunderhawk turned right and started to move in and fired on my Farseer, and managed to cause 1 wound with the bolters, but the D-weapon didn't hurt him, which was kind of cool. The Space Marine did assault the Wave Serpent, but didn't cause any damage. Very, very, very lucky. So, quite happy with those results. Now, I did have a drop pod drop in the bottom right-hand corner, and they basically came out and started firing in on my Scorpion, and it did cause some more hull points, but I did manage to turn the Scorpion's gun around and finish them off. The Thunderhawk continued on across the board shooting, and I'd kept my Farseer close by to the drop pod so he couldn't target me with the big blast template, which was I think the best move there, just to keep him alive. Now I did finish off that remaining Space Marine, and I did start to shoot up into the Thunderhawk. It turned and went into hover mode and just opened up everything, with it killing off some of my Swooping Hawks, but they didn't run away, and trying to inflict some damage on those Dire Avengers, but with the Big Blast template for the D weapon, but it drifted off, and a last cannon on my Wave Serpent, which didn't cause any damage, thankfully. That turn could have gone a lot worse. But the game basically ended with us firing in everything we could onto that Thunderhawk, and it exploded, killing everyone inside. So it was a victory secured for the Eldar, and it doesn't happen too often against the Ultramarines. But for this one, we'll take it and and head back. Overall, incredible game. It was such a privilege to be able to see the Thunderhawk in battle and on the table. Always a great game when it comes to playing at the store. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye now.